Okay, welcome to this presentation, Meditation for Entrepreneurs and Corporate Workers. Hi, my name's Wade. I'll be your guide today. And again, I'll just take this opportunity to welcome you. If you're curious about meditation, if you have questions about meditation, I've put together this presentation to give you more information so that you can make an informed decision about using meditation as one of your peak performance strategies within your workplace or within your everyday life, or to enhance your business as an entrepreneur or as a corporate worker. So let's begin. I'm going to ask you a few questions, and these questions do require your participation. So if you'd like to answer these questions, if you have a piece of paper and a pen, you can just write down the answers or make a mental note of the answers that you choose when I ask these questions. Okay, so here we go. Question number 1, true or false? Top athletes employ the best coaches money can buy to train for the Olympics. Okay, so would you say that's true or would you say that's false? Okay, so obviously the answer is it's true. Many top athletes employ coaches to coach them through, to see their blind spots, to help them through into a state of peak performance. Okay, so this ensures that they achieve the best results possible. Some people waste years and years trying to learn a particular discipline. They cut corners, take shortcuts, and end up with mediocre results and a lack of progress. Okay, so one of the top strategies that many athletes, celebrities, and business people are using today to keep them in peak performance, a lasting state of peak performance, is meditation. Okay, I'll be sharing with you some of the secrets, how they use meditation to achieve amazing results. There are many definitions of meditation, and I'll be sharing with you the most effective meditation based on my 15 plus years of studying this discipline. Okay, so I've actually spent 15 years of meditating myself. There was a period of 5 to 7 years where I basically meditated for at least 1 hour a day. And over the years, I've accumulated much knowledge in this area, and that's what I'll be sharing with you today. Okay, so here's another question for you. True or false? Simple question. You need to be religious to practice meditation. Okay, would you think that's true or do you think that's false? Well, here's the answer. The answer is false. Effective meditation can be learned in the comfort of your own home with a world-class meditation coach using the correct techniques. Okay, many people think that you have to follow some form of religion to benefit from meditation. This simply isn't true. Okay, you can benefit from meditation in the comfort of your own home, in your workplace, or anywhere you have, a few minutes spare to enjoy the discipline of meditation. So here's another question for you. Again, it's a true or false question. Corporate companies provide meditation classes for their employees. Okay, is this true or is this false? What do the corporate companies do? Do you think they provide meditation classes? Well, the answer is true. Okay. Some of the biggest corporations in the world employ meditation teachers like me to provide meditation classes for their knowledge workers. Okay, this improves employees' brain function, their performance, and their overall sense of well-being. Okay, many people think that meditation is for monks, who live in a cave or monastery and never interact with the business world. Okay. Many people think that meditation is just for the spiritually blessed. Okay, so again, this isn't true. Here's another question for you. What is the number one reason corporate companies provide meditation classes for their employees? Is it number one, to meet their human resources requirement? Number two, to teach staff to be more quiet at work? Number three, to promote peak performance of staff members? Or is it number four, to give them a rest from working hard during their working day? So just pick which one you think the answer to this question might be. What's the number one reason corporate companies provide meditation classes for their employees? Okay, fantastic. Is it also because meditation is seen as cool? It's the new buzzword. Lots of people talking about meditation. Our corporate companies just employing meditation teachers to teach meditation just so that their company, remains cool. And the answer is basically to promote peak performance of their staff. Okay. So many large corporations, many large companies are employing meditation teachers and have ongoing meditation programs within their organization. And this serves to enhance their staff's well-being and improve their staff's performance. As you know, we live in a more and more competitive world, and some of the top corporations are, employing meditation techniques to keep their staff at peak performance levels more of the time. Okay, so who are these top 10 biggest corporations that provide meditation for their knowledge workers? Well, I have done some research and I'm happy to share this information with you. The answer is number one, Goldman Sachs. Okay, Apple, Nike, Google, Starbucks, Yahoo, eBay, Deutsche Bank, Reebok, Procter & Gamble, HBO Entertainment, Time Warner, McKinsey & Company. So these are just a few of the top corporations that actually have meditation programs within their organization. And I'm pretty sure that, looking on the screen, you recognize some of these brands and you recognize some of these companies as providing services for people, millions of people worldwide. Okay, so they recognize the benefits of having a meditation program within their corporate structure, within their corporate workplace, to make sure that they're looking after their employees and giving their employees a chance to maintain that state of peak performance through using meditation as a strategy. Okay, so that's all good. However, here are some of the real questions you should be asking. How can meditation help me personally to achieve peak performance and achieve my personal goals? How can meditation enhance my life? How can meditation help increase my company's profits? Okay. What other benefits do I get from meditation? What type of meditation is best and for how long? Okay, so these are just some of the questions that may come to mind when you think about meditation. And hopefully I'll help you to answer some of these questions. Okay, so how can meditation help me achieve peak performance and achieve my personal goals? Well, basically, meditation has been proven to increase brain activity, to increase intelligence, to build self-confidence. Meditation also develops intuition. increases productivity, and increased ability to solve complex problems. Okay, so those are just a few of the benefits that recent studies have proven that exist when people embark upon a sustained time frame of meditation. Okay, how can meditation enhance my life? Well, basically, you'll find that you have improved relations at home and work. Meditation also provides peace of mind and happiness, brings mind, body, spirit into harmony and into balance, actually decreases the aging process, relaxes our nervous system, increased job satisfaction from your employees, helps living in the present moment. Okay, so we're no longer plagued by thoughts from the past, and we're not constantly worrying about things that may never happen in the future. Okay, so it helps you to live in the present moment. Also, an increased capacity, intimate contact with loved ones. Okay, so you'll find that there's an increased capacity for you to interact with your loved ones on a very loving and a very understanding level. Okay, so how can meditation help me increase my profits? Okay, so this is a very good question for you entrepreneurs, and for perhaps people who are senior within the corporation. If you're about to implement a meditation program within your corporation, then one of the first questions you're going to ask yourself is, how can this meditation help to increase my company's profits? Well, here are some of the answers. You'll get increased productivity from your employees. Your employees will be able to see the larger picture in any given situation, thus helping them to make better decisions. Okay, so they'll make more accurate judgments. Improved learning ability and memory, helps with focus and concentration, and it will reduce your employees' stress and ultimately their absenteeism. Okay, so there was a recent study done by the Office for National Statistics here in the UK. Okay, and they reported 15.2 million days of sickness and absence across the UK in 2013 was caused by stress, anxiety, or depression. Okay, significantly higher than the 11.8 million days lost in 2010. Okay, these absences are thought to cost UK employees or employers 26 billion a year. Okay, so again, just by implementing meditation strategies, you can reduce your staff absenteeism and reduce your staff's stress levels, which in turn will assist them in taking less days off and assist your company in being more productive, because your employees will be at work more of the time. Okay, so what other benefits do I get from meditation? Well, basically, if we look at the functions of the brain, we understand that the brain is split into two hemispheres, the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere. The left hemisphere of the brain basically processes information on a logical level, while the right hemisphere processes things that are more creative and more conceptual. Okay, so basically the left brain processes information one thought at a time. okay, and solves a problem step by step. And if we look at the functions of the brain, we know that the brain takes care of things like speaking at meetings, calling up customers, writing reports, making presentations, and most of the linear functions of the brain. Also, if we look at the right hemisphere of the brain, we see that the right hemisphere processes information all at the same time. So it solves a problem in its entirety. Okay, so it solves the whole big picture uh, in one solution all at the same time. Okay, so the right hemisphere is associated with functions like unusual solutions, okay, fast reaction, being creative, and allowing you to have a creative approach to your problem solving. Also deals with functions like unexpected ideas. Okay, so that eureka moment that we sometimes get would be generated in the right hemisphere of your brain. Now, what meditation does is basically it helps to balance the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere of the brain. So the way we can perhaps experience that would be if you were speaking in a meeting, which is a left brain function. Wouldn't it be nice if you could balance that left brain function with your right hemisphere functions, which basically are unusual solutions or creativity? So if you were speaking in a meeting, wouldn't it be nice if your brain was nicely balanced and you could come up with lots of creativity, come up with a creative approach in your presentation, and also perhaps have some fast reaction to any questions that might be thrown your way, balancing your left and right hemisphere of your brain's functions. Okay. How about if you were calling up customers, which again is a left brain function? Wouldn't it be nice if your brain or your employees were nicely balanced in their brain functions, where they were balancing the left hand side of the brain's functions with the right hand side? So calling up customers, wouldn't it be nice to have fast reactions, to have a creative approach to your perhaps sales, to come up with some unusual solutions for your clients, and to have your brain activity nicely balanced so that both sides of the brain were functioning in harmony? So I guess you can see where I'm going with this. Meditation can absolutely help you to balance both sides of the brain, balance the functions of the brain, thus making you a more harmonious person and moving you towards peak performance state at all times. Okay, so what type of meditation is best and for how long? Well, basically, you can split meditation into two separate types of meditation. Number one is passive meditation, and number two, active meditation. So basically, passive meditation is when you're quietening the mind and basically focusing on the breath and calming the mind of the thought processes and basically observing your thoughts, allowing the mind to become more and more quiet. So it's a really passive meditation, trying to find that inner peace, that inner balance, and that inner quietness. You also have active meditation when you are actively either journeying. You could be using a journeying meditation or a guided meditation. And usually a guided meditation sets up a framework for you to use metaphors and guided imagery to make changes at a subconscious level of your mind. Okay, so active meditation, again, journeying, focusing on an outcome that you wish to achieve, and basically using metaphors, and visualization to help you to make changes at a lower level of mind, a subconscious level. Okay, so you'll find that most meditations either fit into the passive meditation category or the active meditation category. And usually types of meditation for people who are just beginning, it'd be nice to just start with 5-10 minutes meditation, perhaps quietening the mind and just learning to focus on the breath and becoming the observer of your thoughts, and basically develop your meditation muscle. Okay, if you were doing any other type of activity, you would want to take things slow, you'd want to practice, and you would want to develop your skills. And meditation is no different from any other discipline. You will want to start slowly, perhaps 5 to 10 minutes a day, and build up your meditation muscles, and achieve longer meditations as you practice more and more. And that's when a guided meditation coach or a meditation coach like me can assist you to achieve the results that you need to achieve. Okay, so here are a few more questions. I've introduced you to a lot of information. Where's the scientific evidence that proves all this? I've just given you a synopsis of how the brain functions work, how the left and right hemisphere can be balanced through meditation. So where's the scientific evidence that proves all this? Well, basically, I'm going to share with you some articles that were recently written. And here's an article which reads: a growing number of corporations, including Deutsche Bank, Google, and Hughes Aircraft, offer meditation classes to their meditation workers. Making employees sharper is only one benefit. Studies say meditation also improves productivity, in large part by preventing stress-related illness and reducing absenteeism. Okay, and that was an article from Time magazine here in the UK. Studies from the National Institute of Health, University of Massachusetts, and Mind Body Medical Institute at Harvard University show that meditation enhances the qualities companies need most from their knowledge workers. Increased brainwave activity, enhanced intuition, better concentration, and the alleviation of all kinds of aches and pains that plague employees. Okay, and that was Business Week magazine. I've got a couple more here to share with you. Recent research has shown that meditation is good for the brain. It appears to increase the gray matter. Wouldn't it be nice to grow your brain? Improve the immune system, reduce stress, and promote a sense of well-being. However, according to a study published today in the online edition of the journal PLOS Biology, meditation can also affect attention. Okay, and that was an article written in the New York Times. Okay, meditation is now moving into the boardroom, with studies showing that it improves concentration. Meditation is a growing business trend that may be coming soon to an office near you. It's cropping up in human resources programs across the country to promote calm as we work overtime, skip lunch, do meeting marathons, save our annual leave, lose sleep over job security and monster mortgages, and multitask like mad in the global recession backwash. Bosses are starting to realize that investing in stress reduction programs such as meditation makes physical sense too. Okay, and that was an article in the Daily Telegraph here in the UK. Also, just to back up those articles, there's a recent article in the Daily Mail regarding a gentleman by the name of Matthew Ricard. Okay, and basically Matthew Ricard has been named the world's happiest man. Okay, so according to researchers, basically what happened, Matthew Ricard turned his back on Parisian intellectual life 40 years ago. He moved to India to study Buddhism. Okay, in his studies of Buddhism, obviously Buddhism contains deep practices of meditation. He basically mastered meditation, and in studying Buddhism, he soon became a confidant of the Dalai Lama. Okay, the Dalai Lama. He's a respected Western scholar of religion, and he's basically introduced us to meditation having lots of other benefits. Okay, so basically what happened was meditation has its benefits, and Mr. Rickard basically was wired up to equipment that would measure his brain waves. Okay, so these guys are neuroscientists from the of Massachusetts, and basically he's a French scientist. Okay, so here's the world's happiest man. A French scientist, basically genetic scientist, may seem like an unusual person to hold the title, but Matthew Ricard is the world's happiest man according to researchers. The 66-year-old turned his back on Parisian intellectual life 40 years ago and moved to India to study Buddhism. He's now a close confidant of the Dalai Lama and respected Western scholar of religion. Now, it seems that daily meditations has had its other benefits, enhancing Mr. Ricard's capacity for joy. Neuroscientists Richard Davidson wired up the monk's skull with 256 sensors at the University of Wisconsin as part of a research on hundreds of advanced practitioners of meditation. The scans showed that when meditating on compassion, Ricard's brain produces a level of gamma waves, those linked to consciousness, attention, learning, and memory, never reported before in neuroscience literature. Davidson said the scan showed excessive activity in his brain's left prefrontal cortex compared to his right counterpart, giving him an abnormally large capacity for happiness and a reduced propensity towards negativity. And this is what researchers believe. Okay, so basically he was wired up. They tested his brain waves, and his readings were off the charts, and also scanned his brain using MRI scanning technology, and recorded the results, and basically the result, and they found that he had high levels of happiness based on his meditation practices. Okay, so this is Matthew Ricard here as in his day job as a close confidant of the Dalai Lama, and here you can see the Dalai Lama quite keen to take counsel from Mr. Ricard. Okay, so now, who else uses meditation to maintain a peak performance state of mind? Okay, well, what do these guys all have in common? I'm sure you recognize the faces. Bill Gates, Oprah Winfrey, Tiger Woods, Hugh Jackman, Gary Ng, Rupert Murdoch, Steve Jobs. What do these guys all have in common? Well, basically, they all use meditation as a peak performance strategy. Okay, they all practice some form of meditation, and if these guys, are using meditation and they're being successful, my question to you is: do you think that meditation may have a place in your life? Could meditation, help you to become successful, or help you to maintain your success and happiness? Okay, so this is me. I'll be your guide. My name is Wade A. Bailey. I'm a quantum healer, meditation teacher, and peak performance coach. And I have a unique passion towards guiding people to higher states of awareness and consciousness through using the most cutting edge techniques available on the planet. I have 15 years of metaphysical and quantum healing studies, and have studied and taught holistic based classes in many countries, including the UK, USA, the Caribbean, Japan, Portugal, and India. Okay, so what I require to do with you now is just to give you a quick experience of meditation, and hopefully you can take this as a practical experience, take it away with you, and practice on your own. However, I would like to share this with you so that you're not just listening to this webinar, but you actually have a practical exercise that you can take away from this information that I'm sharing with you today. Okay, so what's the beginning process of meditation? Well, basically, you need to prepare your space and have the correct posture. Okay, set your intent, coordinate your breathing, quiet the mind from chatter, coordinate your heart rate with your breathing, which basically is a missing link, which many meditation techniques will not teach you. And there are great benefits to be had from, just coordinating your breath with the heart rate and bringing your physical body back into a state that I like to call the 0 point state. Grounding your energy. Okay. Begin your guided meditation. So basically, the step of grounding your energy is just giving yourself a visual reference and an energetic reference so that you're not spaced out when you come back from your meditation. Okay, many times people meditate, and because they have their eyes closed and they're visualizing and they're doing internal, their attention is internal. When they come back into the 3D, when they come back into the real world, then things can look a little bit disoriented, feel a little bit spaced out. So basically, we have a technique where we ground our energy, and just to make sure that we don't experience too much lightheadedness. Okay. So how do you prepare your space, and what is the correct posture? Okay, so if you have a dedicated meditation space, then you can set your atmosphere with candles and aromatherapy. Obviously, this is optional. If you're doing a quick 5-minute meditation in the workplace, then I take it that your colleagues are not going to be too happy if you start lighting candles and, lighting up some aromatherapy. Okay, so basically you want to sit back with your hands straight, with your back straight, and your hands facing upwards and your feet touching the ground. Always wear loose clothing so that you don't face any restrictions while you're breathing, or if your body requires to make any spontaneous movements. Okay, always wear loose clothing so that you can feel the energy flow, and again, you're not restricted. No distractions. Switch off your phone. Make sure that you're meditating at a time when you do not expect visitors, and you can obviously switch your PC off and switch off your Facebook, put a do not disturb sign on the door, whatever it is you need to do to just spend that time with yourself, some divine time for yourself. Okay, step 2 is just to set your intent. Very important to set your intent for each of your meditations. Intent is basically deciding what outcome you'd like to achieve from each meditation. Okay, state what you wish for this meditation. For an example, I wish to quiet my mind and find more balance and inner peace. Okay. You may also set your intent in the form of a prayer. Okay, so you may wish to pray whatever religion you come from, or whatever you may believe in as a higher power. You can set your intent by, praying in your own way. Step 3 is to coordinate the breathing. And a simple technique you can use at the beginning is to breathe in through your nose for a count of 4, hold for a count of 4, and then release for a count of 4. Okay, then you want to, after you've initiated the breath and begin to quiet the mind, continue to breathe in a rhythmic fashion. Okay, open your stomach and inhale and contract your stomach on the way out. Okay, so you're just going to breathe in deep into your stomach and you breathe out from the stomach also. Also, another technique you can use is placing your tongue in the top of the mouth. This helps to activate your energy circuits. So it helps to activate the meridians and the circuitry of the meridians that helps energy to flow around your body in a very harmonious way. Step 4 is to quiet the mind from chatter. Okay, so repeat quietly in your mind these words. I wish my mind to be quiet now. I wish my mind to be quiet now. I wish my mind to be quiet now. And there you're just gently sending a signal to your subconscious mind to begin to quiet the thoughts and to begin to quiet the mind. Then you want to begin noticing all your thoughts and allowing them to pass. Okay, often when we start to become quiet, we notice that thoughts arise, and what we don't want to do is actually go into that thought and to start analyzing the thought and allow the thought to take us on a journey away from the intent that you set at the beginning of your meditation. Then you want to notice any emotions and troubling thoughts that surface and say these words quietly in your mind. I'm sorry, forgive me, I love you, and thank you. And this just again helps to set a framework up where you are accepting the thoughts because they are your own personal thoughts. You're forgiving yourself and these thoughts, and you're just reaffirming that you do care for yourself, you love yourself, and then you are expressing gratitude for being who you are and for understanding that everything that originates from your mind is part of your process. Okay, so it's basically accepting yourself and forgiving yourself and loving yourself. Okay, step number 5, coordinate the heart rate with the breathing. Okay, and to do this is a slight trick which you can use, or I shouldn't say trick really, it's a technique you can use to help you to coordinate the heart rate with your breathing. And it's a very easy, very simple technique that you can use, and most meditation teachers will not teach you this technique. However, it's my pleasure to share it with you, and feel free to use it anytime you feel excess anxiety, or whether you are in a time of trouble or just need to bring yourself into a place of calm. Basically, you place the first 3 fingers on your right hand on the right side of your neck, just under your chin. Press lightly and feel for your pulse. Place your left hand under your clothes over your navel, okay, over your belly button. Okay, continue to breathe normally for 1 or 2 minutes, and your body will begin to take spontaneous, deep calibration breaths. Okay, swap your left hand after a couple of minutes. Just continue to breathe in this manner, and after a couple of minutes, swap your left hand and your right hand so that your left hand is now feeling your pulse on the left side of your neck, and your right hand is now over your navel, your belly button. Okay, continue breathing for 1 to 2 minutes and allow your body to take any spontaneous breaths. Then after you've done this for a few minutes, you can place your hands, palms facing upwards, on your lap or your knees. Okay, then step 6, you want to ground your energy. Okay, so basically the way we do this is to connect to the energy and the feeling of earth. This keeps you stabilized and prevents you from becoming light-headed. Okay, so imagine you're sending a red cord of energy from the bottom of your spine down into Mother Earth, and imagine the feelings of Mother Earth. Imagine you're feeling and connecting with the earth, the sand, the clay, and all the sediments of Mother Earth. Okay, and then once you've done that and you've grounded, you're ready to begin your guided meditation. Okay, at this point, you'll follow your meditation coach's guided meditation. If you've chosen a world-class coach, the guided meditation will give you a framework to access your subconscious mind and affect your state using your own decision-making process. Okay. Also, again, if you have selected a world-class meditation coach who has quantum healing techniques that they can use during the meditation, again, this will even more powerfully help you to set up a framework to make changes at the subconscious level within your mind, clearing blockages and clearing out any obstacles that may be stopping you, clearing out those repeating patterns, and clearing out some of those obnoxious thoughts that have kept you stuck and have kept you limited in your current life situations. Okay, so once you've followed your guided meditation, you end the meditation by coming slowly back into the awareness of the room, moving your hands, your arms, your feet, and opening your eyes, and we welcome you back into the room, back into the 3D reality. Okay, so here's a question. So would you agree with me that the short meditation helps you to feel more relaxed and centered? Okay, so we'll go through that meditation now. All right, so if you'd like to follow me and follow the instructions that I'll be giving you. So just become nice and relaxed in your chair. And I'd like you to take 3 deep clearing breaths, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And I'd like you to take 3 fingers and place them up against your neck. And feel for your pulse. And just take the right hand, place it up against your pulse, and the left hand just place over your belly button. If you can get under your clothes, that's fine. If not, just lay your hands on top of your clothes over your belly button, and you're just going to feel for your pulse. And you may find that your body takes a spontaneous breath as you continue to breathe normally, rhythmically, breathing in good positive energy and breathing out all the stress and worries of previous days, months and years. And just notice that you're becoming more and more relaxed with each breath. And just notice that you're becoming softer and softer with each breath. Your physical body becomes softer and softer with each breath. Breathing in good positive energy. And breathing out all the stress and worries of previous days, weeks, months and years. And in your own time, I'd like you to swap hands. So now take the left hand and place the left hand up against the left side of your neck. and the right hand over your belly button. And allow yourself to take any spontaneous breaths that your body may wish to take. Becoming more and more relaxed with each breath. Breathing in good positive energy, and breathing out all the stress and worries of previous days, months, and years. I wish my mind to be quiet now. I wish my mind to be quiet now. And if there are any thoughts that arise from your subconscious mind, just say to those thoughts, thank you, I love you, forgive me, I'm sorry, I love you, forgive me, and thank you. I wish my mind to be quiet now. I wish my mind to be quiet now. I wish my mind to be quiet now. And in your mind's eye, I'd like you to imagine that at the bottom of your spine there is a red ball of energy. About the size of a grapefruit. And just use your imagination. Imagine this red ball of energy. And for those of you who are perhaps less visual, just know that this red ball of energy is there with your intent. And begin sending a red cord of energy down into Mother Earth. Just imagine a red column of energy moving down from your root, down from the bottom of your spine, down into Mother Earth, connecting with Mother Earth, and moving down through the sand, through the clay, through the levels of Mother Earth, down into the center of Mother Earth. And just spend some time feeling how the earth feels. Feel the sand, feel the dirt, feel the clay, feel the sediment, feel the rock, feel the crystals. And just allow that energy and that feeling to come back up into your body through that red cord of energy. And just know that you are grounded and connected to Mother Earth. And now in your mind's eye, I'd like you to imagine that you are walking along a path in a forest. It's a beautiful day, the sun is shining. The wind gently blows and the leaves are rustling in the wind. This forest is full of color, and you walk down the path feeling calm, relaxed, feeling safe and protected. And as you walk down the path, slightly up ahead, you can see a log that blocks your path. There is a fallen log across the path. And as you walk towards this log, you can see that there is a word, or perhaps a sentence, written on this log. There is an obstacle in your way. And in your own time, I'd like you to read the words on the log. Read the words on this fallen log. And you notice that you have superhuman strength, and you are able to gently lift this log, and you hold the log above your head, knowing that you have superhuman strength, feeling calm, feeling relaxed. There is no strain. And you move the log to one side of the path. You place the log down, and you walk back to the path and begin to continue your journey along the path, knowing that this obstacle is removed. You continue to walk down the path, feeling free, feeling calm, feeling secure. And you notice up ahead there is a lake, a calm, beautiful, rippling lake up ahead. And as you walk up to the lake, you take a seat at the edge of the lake. And you notice that the water is very clear. And as you look into the clear water of the lake, there is a reflection. This reflection of yourself has a message for you. Accept the message. You may hear the words. You may feel a feeling. You may instantly know what the message contains. You may telepathically understand the meaning of the message. Your reflection becomes clearer and clearer. The message becomes clearer and clearer. You thank your reflection for the message and begin to make your way back up the path through the forest. You walk past the log that you've placed to one side, back up the path, And you notice that you come to the edge of the forest. And in your own time, I'd like you to open your eyes, come slowly back into the room, coming back into full awareness with your hands, your feet, your legs, and welcome back. So, would you agree with me that that short meditation helped you to feel more relaxed and more centered, and perhaps allowed you to gain some insight into, number one of your blockages that you've removed, and number two, to receive a message from your innate intuition for yourself? Okay, so imagine being more relaxed and more centered every day and working towards balancing your mind, body, and spirit towards peak performance. Is that something you can see yourself doing? Well, there are a few things that I'd like to share with you. Many different types of best practices. There are many types of meditation, and I'd like to share with you some of the best practices. So look out for ordinary meditations with low energy. You always want to maintain a high energy meditation. Okay. Avoid wasting time with ego-driven teachers who may waste hours of your time with no results. Okay, so you always want to measure your results. Am I achieving something with this meditation? Am I moving forward? Am I making progress? Begin your practice slowly and build up your energy so that your meditation is effective. Okay, journal and record and measure your results. Okay, so far, we've agreed that some of the world's largest corporations employ meditation teachers to provide meditation programs for their knowledge workers so that their employees can maintain peak performance states. Okay, so far, we've agreed that top athletes need a top coach to coach them to achieve peak performance. So far, we've also read some scientific evidence from the University of Wisconsin that through disciplined meditation, Mr. Rickard was officially the world's happiest man, okay, with his brain waves being measured at a level never before recorded. So far, we agree that the studies carried out by Time Magazine, Business Week Magazine, Daily Telegraph, the New York Times reported the numerous benefits of meditation. So far, we agree that some of the world's top celebrities and business people like Tiger Woods, Oprah Winfrey, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Rupert Murdoch have all used meditation as a strategy to keep them at peak performance levels. Okay, so how do you learn to meditate effectively without having to spend years and years hidden away in a cave? What if I could show you a way to gain maximum benefit and get your brain into a peak performance state with just 10 to 20 minutes a day? Would you be interested? Well, I realize that most people will not be able to drop everything and go into a monastery to learn correct and effective meditation techniques like Matthew Rickard. So basically, may I introduce you to the Reset Meditation Program? Okay, so the Reset Meditation Program is basically an 8-week peak performance meditation program. There are 8 weekly modules of daily meditations. Okay, 5 20-minute meditations every week, delivered via my online portal, or you can, once you sign up, you'll be able to gain access to the app that will be on your either Android phone or your iPhone. Okay, you'll be able to listen to one meditation each day. Module 1 consists of meditations for relaxation, basically how to stay calm and centered, increased awareness, happiness with an open heart, relaxation, peace of mind. Module 2, energy management, when we'll seek to increase your energy levels. So meditations for high energy state. Release negative energy, release negative thoughts, increase positive thoughts, increase life force energy. So increasing the chi and the life force energy that flows through your body. Module 3 contains of stress relief modules, letting go, release worry and frustration, releasing fears, release tension, physical stress relief, problem solving. Okay. Okay, module 6 is mindfulness peak performance. Okay, module 7, mindfulness peak performance again. And module 8, again, will concentrate on mindfulness and maintaining that state of peak performance. Okay, excellent. So for more information, you can contact me at www.zeropointcalibrationschool.com, or you can connect with me on Facebook. Here's my Facebook page. Here's a link to my Facebook page. Okay, or you can email me at wade3003@gmail.com. Okay, so thank you very much for listening to this presentation on meditation for the entrepreneur and corporate worker. I do hope you've enjoyed the information that I've shared with you today. Feel free to contact me on my details for your one-to-one or bespoke coaching sessions, or if you'd like to partake in the Reset Meditation Program. Once again, thank you for listening to this webinar, and do have a wonderful and amazing day. And don't forget, meditation is the key to providing yourself with that peak performance state that will keep you healthy, balanced, and move you towards happiness and success in your lives. Much love to you all, and namaste.